Bom dia, gente. This is Frederick from Porto, Portugal. This video is about buying a property in Portugal, or I would like to give 10 recommendations from my side. The first one, do not compare prices with your home country. Why? Although prices have been rising in the last couple of years, the real estate is quite cheap. There are districts where you can purchase property, medium values 140 euros per square meter. This goes up to maybe on medium to port in Porto, Lisbon to 4,000, 5,000 euros, which is also a little bit, but it might be cheaper than in Berlin and London, somewhere in the States. You always have to see the property from a local point of view, because you also would like to have value appreciation. You would like to resell it in the future. So don't get excited if you see something that is quite cheap from your perspective. You can buy good properties with A, B rating for around 250,000 euros, 300,000 euros in many cities, which is, I think, a great deal. But you always have to negotiate, and a good buyer's agent will always help you to put the price into in relation to the market. So always look at the price from a market perspective and not just your home market. Number two, I already mentioned it, always involve a lawyer and or a buyer's agent. There's a lot of documentation involved. I think it's always important that international clients have a full transparency for what they're buying. A good lawyer and also a good buyer's agent like Portugal will help you to get a transparent overview of the purchase and then also guide you through the entire process. Number three, find the best region for you. Very important. A lot of people do vacation, love Portugal, and then would like to buy a property in the region where they made vacations. I think it always makes sense to do a scouting trip in Portugal. Take a week, 2 weeks. Portugal is maybe small, but it's very rich in the landscapes. You have mountain areas in Gerês and Sierra da Estrela. You have the vineyard areas, you have the bigger cities, you have the Algarve, more cuter towns like Tavira or Lagos. So take your time, also Alentejo, which is quite hot in the summer, but very beautiful. Take your time, do a scouting trip, and then find the best region for you. Number four, remodel in phases. I think it's always important to, if you purchase a property, if you would like to do renovations, there are always things that you have to do. If you buy a property that needs to be remodeled, of course you have to do remodeling or renovations. But if you buy something that is good to go, most people would like to do the kitchen or would like to renovate the bathrooms, which makes a lot of sense. If you would like to do other renovations, for example, opening a wall for a window, of sense. So take your time, plan the remodeling of the property in phases, what is necessary, what is like basic, to also secure your privacy, bathroom, and so on. And the rest, take your time and wait maybe a year, and then you can do still remodification based on your own experience with the property and not just some ideas that you had when you did viewings in the property. Number five, quite important, shouldn't be underestimated. Avoid real estate tourism. It's not tire kicking, but before really entering in the purchase phase, people tend sometimes to mix their vacations also with viewing a property. Real estate agents hate this. If you would like to see a property, I understand, it's very nice, it's beautiful. It's you can dream a lot. It's inspiring, but if you're not really in the phase of buying, it doesn't really make sense. Why? In this sense, also real estate agents are a little bit like dogs. I mean this in a positive manner. They will not forget. They will not forget your name. And if you then come back, and this also happens to us when we make appointments for clients, sometimes the name is already burned because you did 3-4 viewings before, and the real estate agents then has to really persuade it to do another viewing, because they don't want to waste your time and their time. So if you're not really in the actual purchase phase and intending to buy, don't do view properties. You will burn your name within the real estate agents. Number 6, buy for now and not for the future. Sometimes clients tend to overload the purchase. They think, okay, and this is the property, and finding a property sometimes already very complicated, and then they add a lot of ifs. If the children come, if they all come, we need to have 2-3 more bedrooms. If the grandchildren comes, and then out of a small house becomes a very complex situation. Don't do it. Buy something that is good now. You can always resell it. You can always maybe remodel it, and this way it gets less complicated, less expensive, and of course you will be much more happy with the outcome. Number 7, take your time when visiting the property. It should be, or it sounds logic, but a lot of clients run through the properties. I don't know if it's a competition. They run through the kitchen, they see the living rooms. Sometimes also because there are people living in the properties, they don't want to breach privacy or just go through or sneak inside. You're wanting to invest, you want like to buy or spend a lot of money on the property or in the property. Take your time. See the property, ask a lot of questions. If the owner or tenant is there, talk to them. They're always a very good source of information. They can give you practical insights. Talk to the real estate agents, ask questions. We always do this for our clients, but sometimes it happens, we get back to the car and then the clients ask, was there a kitchen inside? What was the house painted and what color? I don't even remember. Take your time. Don't be distracted by maybe the interior or the great view of a property. Take your time, see the property, take pictures. In most cases, you can ask for permission, but take your time, take notes, and then you can also make a sound decision afterwards. Number 8, a small thing. Sometimes clients would like to buy a land to build something in the future. This doesn't really make sense. First of all, basic rule, if you buy land, always involve an architect, because the architect can tell you specifically what you can build, and also what are the municipality plans for the land. Sometimes land is also part of a future development. So always involve an architect. And if you don't want to immediately or soon build on the land, don't do it. Why? The plans can change. They change every 5 to 10 years. And if you wait long enough, it's a small chance, but it happened in the past. A municipality, they changed their plans. All of a sudden, a land where you can construct, you cannot construct anymore, or it's very limited because of fire protection rules and so on. If you don't want to build right after you purchase a property, don't purchase it, wait, and if you're ready to invest or proceed with the construction, then look for property and or land, and then build the property. Number 9, some real estate agents work with reservation forms. their own reservation forms. There is an official reservation contract that is regulated by law, the CPCV, Contrato Promessa Compra e Venda. The normal step is you view a property, you make an offer, and then your lawyer, your buyer's agent will deal out the reservation contract, which is not an obligation, but a smart step because it's a contract where you can incorporate still clauses. You cannot do this in a deed. It's a good way to prepare also sale. It's the official document. If a real estate agent would like to sign a reservation, don't sign it, wait for the CPCV. And number 10, quite also important, make reasonable offers. There are videos out there where influencers or experts tell you in Portugal you can make offers, it's always 20% below, always 30% below. Discount 100,000 euros, no problem. Prices are not made with a 20% rule. That's crap. You always have to consider buyer's agent like us can help you doing this. How long is it on the market? Was it a price decrease? How many realtors are dealing with the property? Is it already a very good price? Is it an exaggerated price? What are the average prices? What is the market value of this property? With all this information, you can develop an offer strategy, but don't do discounts. If you offer ridiculous amounts, if a house is 500,000 and you offer 300,000 or 350,000, be sure they will not even talk back to you. And importantly, they will not talk to you in the future. It's important to negotiate hard, but always stay reasonable. That's it from my side. These were my 10 recommendations. If you have questions, send us a message, leave a comment, follow us. If you would like to add something, also welcome. Leave also a comment. Stop surviving, start living. See you in Portugal.